Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
on the Hawkeye Sports Network. From Learfield, Hawkeye Baseball is on the air. Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with the new Hy-Vee Perks membership. University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. Oak Knoll Retirement Community. Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Also brought to you by Mediacom, home of extreme and 1 gig internet speeds. Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited, the official travel partner of the Hawkeyes. And by Bud & Mary's. There's no THC cap on Iowa medical cannabis, and getting a card is fast and easy online. Get your medical card today. Visit budmary.com. This is Iowa Hawkeye Baseball.
Campus of the University of Nebraska. It's time for Iowa Hawkeye Baseball. Live from Hawks Field at Haymarket Park in Lincoln, it's Game 2 of the series between the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Welcome to the broadcast booth in Lincoln alongside my fine color analyst John Evans. I'm John Leo. A bounce-back opportunity for the Hawkeyes after dropping the opener last night 7-4. Iowa looked great early against Brett Sears and the Huskers, really getting to Sears in the first 4 or 5 innings, having Nebraska use their bullpen from the 5th inning on, but those relievers were really strong and they held the Hawkeyes in check the rest of the way. Iowa will have to work around some new injuries, some more adversity for this team today with Kyle Huckstorf out of today's game. Aaron Savory will start on the mound for the 23-16 Hawkeyes. Game 2 of the series, it's the Huskers and the Hawkeyes, Nebraska and Iowa, live from Hawks Field in downtown Lincoln with first pitch coming in a bit. Iowa dropped the opener yesterday 7-4, but still some fine plays by the Hawkeyes. Let's hear some highlights. Nelson takes off. Here's a line drive into the right field corner. Down for a base hit. Nelson's around second. He's at third. He'll be waved home. He will score. Raider Tello's around second. Digging for 3. Here's the throw. Safe at third. And how about that start for the black and gold? It's 1-0 Hawks. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Sears. Line drive. Base hit into right. Take that. Here comes Tello. He'll score. Davis Kopp with a 2-strike RBI single. It's 2-0 Hawks. 1-1 to Huck. Ground ball left side. That will get through. Into left. They're waving Davis. Kopp has to sprint. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. Kopp scores, and Huck is into second. It's 3-0 Iowa. 1-2, swing and a miss. He got him.
Wow. Fastball up and away. Karen could not get up to it.
Runners at first and second, 1 out. Here's Petey. Line drive into left. That's down for a base hit. They're waving Seegers. He's around third. He will score. And Sam Peterson clubs a single to left. It's 4-1 Hawks. Here's the pitch from Morgan. Line drive, base hit to right. Nelson comes up with it. Andy fires it in. There will be a play at the plate. He is out of there. Got him. How about that throw from Andy Nelson, who gunned him down at the plate? The Hawks will look to regroup against Nebraska in Game 2 of the series, coming up just after 1 o'clock. John will talk with Kyle Huckstorf after the break. We're back in just a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Feel the excitement as NASCAR returns to the Iowa Speedway with Powerball and the Iowa Lottery. Just add the double play bonus to your Powerball ticket for $1, then enter it in the VIP club, and you could win tickets to the sold-out NASCAR race or other exclusive race weekend prizes. Feel the power of NASCAR and double play today. Woohoo! See complete rules and details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Hi, it's your friend, social media. You know where I showcase the cool life of sports stars and friends. But don't fall for the editing and good lighting, because we all have struggles and challenges, like with alcohol or drug use, gambling, or our mental health. You know, talking about it is a sign of strength. Maybe you don't know who to talk to? Your Life Iowa can give you resources or treatment options. Get free 24/7 confidential support. Call, text, or chat online at yourlifeiowa.org. A message from Iowa HHS.
Have you heard about this new type of television experience from Epson? It's called the Epic Vision Ultra Laser Projection TV. It combines a new type of laser projection technology along with a unique Epson Silverflex screen to produce an epic 120-inch 4K Pro UHD picture that's up to 4 times bigger than a traditional 60-inch TV. There's no better way to watch live sports, and watching Iowa basketball play live on this big bright TV is simply awesome. If you're a sports fanatic like me, you need to check this new Epson TV out for yourself. Visit epson.com/TV to learn more.
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Whoa, coming through!
Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel, good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smarter together. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Hawkeye Pregame. I'm here with Kyle Huckstorf. Huck, I appreciate you joining me today.
Appreciate you having me on.
So, again, I know you've been here 3 years now, but I still ask everybody the same question. How did you originally get to Iowa City?
So, out of high school, I had 2 offers, and they were junior college offers. So I went to Iowa Western, and first year was COVID, so we didn't get a finish or anything for that. And I went back the next year, had a pretty good year, and then Marty saw me from there, and I committed to Iowa.
So like I'd ask you, so you've kind of been, I've seen you hanging around now the team for 3 years. What, in the 3 years that you've been here now, what have you learned, and what's helped make you, I always like to ask, better player, but even better person with dealing with the coaching staff and your teammates?
The coaching staff does such a great job of making us better players, better people. They always teach us great life lessons that we can use in baseball, and then we can just take care, take them out of baseball, so as we grow up. But better player, I'd have to say, swing decisions. We do a lot on pitch recognition and decide which pitch to swing at, what pitch we can hit well, all that kind of good stuff. But it's better person. It's always their message always is just keep fighting. When things go wrong, you just got to keep fighting. You just got to control what you can control and just keep on going.
Well, that's a pretty good baseball lesson in general, right? I mean, you play 56 games and nobody goes 56-0. No. So things are going to happen that are great, and things are going to happen not so great.
Anything can happen on the baseball field.
Yeah, just keep plowing through. Tell me a little bit about, before we came over, you were working on the swing decision thing, helping some of the guys with the numbers and the plate. Yeah. Kind of what goes into that, or what's different here that maybe what you saw before?
Yeah, so we have these planks, and we just got to call out the number of where the ball across the plate. So we say if it's off, or as we say 1 through 7. So it really gets us dialed in and lets us know if our brain is telling us the right thing that we're seeing.
Making sure that you're on the right path and not seeing it 2 balls in or 2 balls out or whatever.
Exactly. If you're seeing it 2 balls off, you're in trouble.
And that really matters when it gets to the edge of the plate.
Yes,
those types of things.
Yes.
So, one of the other things, the hitting part is great, and I've seen you have some great hitting streaks. I called your Indiana game a couple years ago. It's but the thing that's always impressed me is your fearlessness in center field, and I mean you are 100% full tilt. Dove for a couple balls again last night. What are you thinking as you're chasing some of those down and kind of that willingness to throw your body around?
Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking I might be able to get to it, or I'm going to have to dive. That's the big thing for me, is because offense is always the hardest part in baseball, and going back out on defense, you get to reset your mind, you get to have fun, you get to run around, you just get to feel like a kid again, you just get to dive around, just honestly just chase balls down. And I think that's probably the funnest part about baseball, is just go out there and dive around, make cool plays, and gets everyone going at the end of the day. So that's just so fun to me.
You've made a handful plus of Sports Center top 10 or those cool plays in center field. The one that stood out to me that was different was this year at Purdue, and I actually asked you about it, and you said it's something you work on just for me to kind of remind people. Basically, if we were at this park, you were running straight out the 395 sign in center field, and you caught the ball while still running toward the fence, kind of over your shoulder. And tell me a little bit about what went into that. How do you track that and then make that catch?
Yeah, so I was shaded into the left center gap, and that's where we were positioned for the guy that was hitting, and he just hit one dead center, and I just had to turn around and run because I was really far in because the wind was blowing straight in that day. And every day, like a lot of the days, us outfielders like to play a game, and whoever drops it, whoever doesn't catch it has to bring in the bucket. So you're always trying to catch it, and we always do the over-the-shoulder catches. So we work on that a lot, and I've just made me right for that moment. That was the very first one I've ever had in a game.
I've seen a ton of great catches. That was the first one I'd seen from you like that, so it was pretty special. All right, so away from the field, what does Kyle Huckstorf like to do away from the field?
I just like to hang out with the guys a lot. We would always so my house is me, Siegs, and Andy. And we just sit on our porch when it gets nice out, just hang out and talk. Whoever wants to come over can come over and talk as well. Other than that, I play video games. Fortnite's a big one.
Nice. Are you one of the golfers?
Yes. Every Monday we go golfing on our off day. So that's always really fun. It's a good sport to get into. And like with baseball, you can't be thinking about it all the time. It like allows you to get your mind off baseball and then just like relax and have fun with the guys. So
where are you in the pecking order? Are you top, middle, bottom?
I'm middle to bottom. I'm maybe more bottom. I'm not that good, but still fun, still relaxing.
Good time to get out.
Gets you up in the morning and walking around, gets your body going for the day.
Where do you like playing in Iowa City?
I like Finkbine, but they never really have tee times when we want them, so we go to Pleasant Valley.
Yeah, you guys have a pretty limited window when you can probably play.
Yeah, so we usually go at like 8 in the morning to noon-ish and then have weights at 3. So
sounds good.
Yeah, no, it's a good time.
Well, I appreciate your time. I'll let you get going. I know we're still kind of messing around with practice, but I appreciate you joining me.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Kyle Huckstorf, Hawkeye center fielder. We'll be back. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which Car and Driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelly Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R Car and Driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
A bag of corn is, well, a bag of corn. Unless it's a bag of Pioneer brand Chrome seed corn. Then you're dealing with the most optimized yield potential, agronomic performance, and insect protection the Pioneer lineup has to offer. A bag that will make life easier for you. 8 bushels per acre easier. And much harder for rootworms in the competition. Pioneer brand Chrome products. Field proven and ready for yours. Visit pioneer.com/plantchrome.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game as a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Hawkeye games this season. Please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They are committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletico, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. Get started today by scheduling a free assessment at athletico.com. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Welcome back to pregame coverage of Iowa Hawkeye baseball. Today, Game 2 of the series with Nebraska coming up in just a moment. We're joined by head coach of the Hawkeyes, Rick Keller. Coach threw that first punch last night and got off to a great start, but couldn't quite finish it out.
Yeah, I mean, that game couldn't have went any better for us in the first 4 innings. Marcus Morgan, had to adjust his start. Went out, pitched really good for 4 innings. We had great at-bats off of Sears and got his pitch count up just like we talked in the pregame. Swung the bat, scored some runs, had a lead. Everything was looking good. And then, unfortunately, Marcus hit the wall in the 5th inning. And I thought when Andy Nelson threw the guy out the plate, we were going to get out of the inning. And then, unfortunately, gives up a 3-run home run, and we're back to even. And after that, our bullpen didn't pitch great. Too many free bases. And we ended up losing by 3. Our offense went flat. Tip your hat. Their relievers came in and did a good job. Good arms, but we didn't do much with the bat. And to make matters worse, we just found out this morning that we're gonna lose Kyle Huxdorf, our great center fielder, for quite a while. He broke his hand last night, and so here we are on Saturday, and Kate Obermuller isn't going to be able to take the ball today, and so we're going to have to adjust and adapt, overcome, and we're going to start Aaron Savory and see how long Aaron can go, and then try to piece it together like a midweek game after that. Just mix and match and try to play matchups as best we can, and and do the best we can, and get to tomorrow when Brody will be hopefully able to go and be in a good place there. But got to get through today, and it's a tough situation for us. But I think we'll have some guys step up.
You talk about adjusting and handling adversity, Coach, but how does this team do that? There's just so many punches that have been thrown back at us this year.
Well, you need guys that just go out and play to their capabilities, and that's all you ask to do. And you don't worry about the results. You worry about taking care of the things you can control. And when we get in trouble is when we stop focusing on the things we can control and worry about results or worry about things that we have no control over. We can't do anything about the fact that those things have happened. All we can do is respond in the right way, and if you do that, you give yourself a chance at least. And you got to play every inning, and you got to fight hard. And for 4 innings last night, we looked like a pretty good team. The last 5 innings of that game, not so much. And regardless of who's out there, they're all capable, and they need to step up and perform to their ability today.
Joined by head coach of the Hawkeyes, Rick Keller, on our pregame show from Hawks Field in Lincoln. What do you see from Nebraska today, their pitcher, and what they're going to throw at your team?
Good arm. McConaughey, he good numbers. He had a great start against Rutgers. I talked to Coach Owens when we played him, and he was asking if we'd played him yet. I said no. He said, man, Sears is really good, but McConaughey's even better. And he went 8 shutout innings against Rutgers. Now they're a team, as we know, that will chase a little bit. He's a guy that it's a definite plan of attack. We have to lay off the slider. It's only in the zone about 35%. It's a nasty slider, so it's going to be tough to determine the swing ones and the ones that we're not going to swing at. But if we're not dialed in offensively on dominating the zone and staying off the slider down, it could be a long day with McConaughey. He's got a good arm and run up 93. Got some ride, but we're hoping that he's not hitting with a slider. He didn't have a good week last week. He followed up that great performance with Rutgers with probably his worst outing of the year. So who knows what we're going to get today. But we just have to be dialed in and ready to go and be able to spit on the slider down.
What do you see left in their bullpen, Coach?
They still got 2 or 3 guys that are really good. They won't go to the guys. I don't think they'll go to the guys that we saw last night. And those 2 guys did a great job. They really have 3 guys did a great job. Froelich did a really nice job of living on the edge, and we kind of got off our plan that we had for Sears, and we weren't punching out, but we were swinging at fringe pitches early in the count or hitters counts, and that's what he needed us to do, and that's what we played right in his hands. And then when the lefty came in, he was just blowing gas last night, and he was on. It isn't like that all the time with his command, but last night he had it rolling, and he made it pretty tough on us. So anyway, we just gotta take care of ourselves and whoever they bring in, not let our focus wane, and really get off to a good start. And hopefully we can find some guys in the bullpen that can give us an inning, 2 innings, get us 3 outs, 6 outs, whatever it takes.
Play the full 9, a complete game today from your team today, Coach.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Head coach of the Hawkeyes, Rick Heller, on our pregame show from Hawks Field at Haymarket Park, getting set for Game 2 of the series with Nebraska. We're back right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Even the simplest act can set a chain of good in motion. Like choosing Delta Dental of Iowa for your dental and vision insurance. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you make a difference for others. Visit sharinghealthysmiles.com and choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
John Evans and John Leo in the broadcast booth at Hawks Field, Haymarket Park in downtown Lincoln. We're getting set for Game 2 of the series between Iowa and Nebraska. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Iowa Hawkeye Baseball. All right, John Evans, a new day for this Iowa baseball team. Let's get one back today.
Chance to take the first 4 innings from last night and extend them out and play a more complete game that way. And starting with Aaron Savary on the mound today, get off to a good start and see how long Sav can go and piece the pitching staff together after that and have a good day. It's just you can't control all the goofy things that have happened this year, so you just keep taking what you can do. Whether it's a hitter or a pitcher, they wouldn't be in the lineup, or they wouldn't be here in the first place if they weren't capable.
That's right. And so Aaron Savary will start on the mound for the Hawkeyes today. He'll make his second start of the season. Nebraska will throw Mason McConaughey, who's 4-3, a major strike thrower for Nebraska. So the Hawks will have opportunities to hit today.
Well, a common theme throughout the Nebraska staff is throwing strikes, and so it just becomes important. Iowa did a good job with Sears yesterday of not swinging at those edge pitches. Then when the relievers came in, they didn't do as good a job on that. I argue all the time about swinging at the first pitch, and if you swing at the first pitch and just miss one center, okay. But when you swing at the first pitch and it's up in the zone or out on the edge, it's just not a pitch you can do a lot of damage with. So the thing with the Nebraska staff and throwing a bunch of strikes is they're going to come onto the plate at some point, and so you don't have to swing at that first one, and you need to just give yourself a chance, and hopefully Iowa gets back to that approach on a guy that's going to fill up the zone again.
That's right. He's got 46 strikeouts, just 11 walks. I know we know that Iowa wants to implement some of their short game and their speed game. They just didn't have enough opportunities yesterday in the later part of it.
Yeah, had them early. When you and I counted free bases late in the game, we did kind of the short basic count of walks, wild pitches, those types of things. Coach Sutherland adds in stolen bases, some of those extra things, and that's where it was even early on, because Iowa stole a couple bases, did a couple really good things that way. The back half of the game, that flipped all the way over, and Nebraska was the one that got all the stolen bases, and they were really in charge of that. And so not only did you walk guys, but they took kind of those extra bases, and they really put all kinds of pressure on Iowa. So to get back into that and kind of move that check mark back onto your side of the ledger will be key.
A look around the Big Ten as We're in the midst of another Big Ten series. Illinois leads the conference at 11-2. They're 25-13. Overall, Nebraska and Purdue are tied for second at 9-4. Michigan is all alone in fourth place, 10-5 in the conference. Indiana's 8-5. Iowa is now in sixth at 9-7. Ohio State and Michigan State tied at 6-7. Penn State below them at 7-9. Bottom four teams in the league: Maryland, Minnesota, Rutgers, and Northwestern. We've talked about Maryland and Rutgers, especially this year, that were projected to finish in the top 5 or 6 of the conference and find themselves in a hole here late.
Yeah, really chasing. Iowa with a 2-game lead over ninth. I guess 2-game lead in the loss column is kind of because everybody's got some uneven amount of games, so it's a little difficult to completely compare. But yeah, Iowa 2-game lead in the loss column there at 9-7. Is there a series ahead of a lot of teams? So still in pretty good shape to be in the top 8, but with 2 more games here, and then a series with the top and the bottom of the conference, getting wins where you can get them becomes really important, just to make sure you solidify that place so we can make another just great, exciting drive down Interstate 80 in a couple weeks.
That's right. Nice day in Omaha, a little bit cooler than yesterday, less humid, cloudier, but the wind isn't nearly as bad. It's moving over to right today as the fans start to file in. And they'll wrap up the spring game for Nebraska just across the interstate over there, as we have a great view of Memorial Stadium, the football stadium for Nebraska. They're having their spring game today, and I'm assuming some of the fans will trickle over after that.
It's a sellout, I'm sure.
Yeah. we have a look at in through the corner of one of the stadiums, and sellout seems to be a subjective term, but we've heard the fireworks go off. Apparently they've had some pretty nice plays over there for Nebraska. Football season's still a little ways off. I'm never a huge fan of the spring game because it gets me fired up for football season, then we got to wait all summer.
Well, it's kind of like the people that ask me if I play golf on vacation in November or December. It's like, not usually, because I don't want to wait until April to get my clubs out again and get going.
John, if you had to pick some keys to the game today before we hit the national anthem today, what would you pick?
Play discipline for the hitters. Not swinging at those edge pitches, waiting and getting your pitch to get your swing off when they come across the plate, and then going back to the pitchers. And I don't know what 39 games, and I've missed 4 of them, so 35 games. Limit the free bases. I mean, it's just it's a recurring theme. It's a painful theme for where we've been, but the Iowa pitching staff just has to be able to fill up the zone, execute their pitch. And again, it doesn't mean throwing it across the middle, but they've just got to execute their plan and make Nebraska earn it.
Sounds like a good key to victory today. All right, we'll step aside for today's national anthem. We're back right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Welcome back to the Nitrogen Stabilizers Draft.
Optonite technology, first pick, just like the last 46 years.
That's what we love about this sport. We just don't know.
We know. It keeps nitrogen in the corn's root zone for 8 weeks. Compare with 2 weeks for others.
With the first pick, farmers select
Optonite technology from Corteva Agriscience. That's it. I'm going for a pretzel.
The pick is in. Optonite technology from Corteva Agriscience with Inserve and Instinct Next Gen nitrogen stabilizers.
All right, the national anthem is complete at Hawks Field inside Haymarket Park, downtown Lincoln, the campus of the University of Nebraska. All right, it's time for today's starting lineups. We'll go first with the Iowa Hawkeyes, 23-16 overall, 9-7 in the Big Ten. Andy Nelson will lead things off. Sam Peterson, playing center field today, will bat second. Raider Tello at third. He will bat third. Davis Kopp is the DH, batting in the cleanup spot. Catching today is Reese Moore, batting fifth. Michael Seegers, the shortstop, bats sixth. 7-8-9 for the Hawkeyes today. Gable Mitchell at second, Blake Aaron at first, and Ben Wilmus out in left. Nebraska taking the field now as their starting pitcher Mason McConaughey takes to the mound.
4-3, 11 appearances, 5 starts, 3.41 ERA, 37 innings, 32 hits, 15 runs, just 14 of those earned, 11 walks and 46 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .237 against him. Did have an 8 shutout inning appearance, and so that it makes those numbers really interesting because, and I know you don't get to pull those out, but if you did, you're at 29 innings and 14 runs. The ERA takes a pretty significant jump and a little bit different looking pitcher, but he's going to get it up there pretty good again. He'll be in the low 90s for the most part. Might throw one a little harder. Slider, changeup. Righties will see mostly fastball, slider. You heard Coach Heller say the slider is nasty, but he doesn't throw it for a strike. He kind of depends on you to chase it. Not that he never throws it for a strike, but really it's got nasty movement. Kind of depends on you to chase it out of the zone a lot. And so, again, if Iowa hitters can hold discipline of, hey, if it starts middle away, if you're right-handed, it's not going to end up being a strike because it's going to end up down and away from you. And if it starts at my letters, especially we've seen that with Jack Whitlock. We see that with Sav. We see that with Jack Young. Guys that throw that Frisbee up there a little bit, you really have to identify it. If you identify it, you're going to get pitches to hit. If you don't, you're going to look foolish sometimes.
That's right. McConaughey is a sophomore right-hander, 6'3", 225 pounds, from Topeka, Kansas. He spent his freshman year at Cloud County Community College, and so this is his first year with the Huskers. But a tall, stocky right-hander. And the Hawkeyes will send a ton of right-handers at him today. John mentioned the Rutgers game was his strongest outing of 7 innings, 6 hits, no earned runs. But his last time out against Maryland, not so great. Lasted an inning and 2/3. We're underway from Lincoln. First pitch is a fastball outside. Ball 1 to Andy Nelson. 5 hits, 5 earned runs last time for McConaughey. He walked 1 and only struck out 1. There's a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 to Andy.
I talked to Andy about the strike zone yesterday and about being the guinea pig of that first at bat. And we talked about that same pitch. Fastball a little bit outside maybe, but paints the black, and the umpire gives it. And I said, and you're the guy that has to make sure everybody in the dugout knows that he's given a ball off the plate.
Check swing, and Andy grounds it to first. It's picked up by Stone, and he'll run over to the bag to get Andy.
An unfortunate swinging bunt there. Fastball up in the zone, outside part of the plate. Andy tried to check his swing. Checked it up, but unfortunately left the barrel of the bat in the middle of the plate.
One of those that you wish you wouldn't have made contact with, probably.
Exactly.
Here's Sam Peterson. He takes a strike to start his at bat. Peterson starting in center field today for Iowa. 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss.
Boy, see, and that was the scouting report right there. If he throws the slider for a strike, he's going to double up. And unfortunately, Petey didn't recognize the pitch, chased it on the outside.
Sam fouls it off in the box to stay alive. We'll stay at 0-2. It appears the spring game has concluded across the interstate a lot. Fans walking across that bridge our way. 0-2 to Petey. Swing and a miss.
That was 4 straight sliders right there. Just kept showing it. Kept it away and off the plate. Petey expanded the zone, especially when you get behind. It's much more difficult at that point.
That brings up Iowa's third baseman, Raider Tello. Fastball on the edge for a strike. Got Karen behind the plate. He does a nice job bringing that outside pitch back in towards the middle a little bit. Tried it that time, but it was too far outside on the slider. 1-1 to Tello. Out of the windup, the right-hander kicks and fires. Swing and a miss by Raider. 1-2.
Boy, if he fills up the zone with his slider, then that's going to cause a problem.
Quick pitch on the 1-2. Check swing. Raider did not go. The pitch was in the dirt. 2-2.
As I mentioned, the scouting report says he doesn't throw it a ton for strikes, gets a lot of swinging strikes, but he's been pretty good with it so far.
2-2 to Raider. Downstairs, ball 3. Nebraska's 3-1 in the conference games that McConaughey has started. Raider draws the walk. So Tello will jog on down to first base, keep the inning alive for Davis Kopp now.
It's a good at-bat for Raider. Way to stick with it. Again, not concede, make him come back in the zone.
Davis Kopp, the DH for Iowa today, played first base yesterday. An RBI single in the first inning last night. Sends a chopper up the middle. It's gloved by the second baseman. He'll step on the bag, and that'll do it for the Hawks in the first. Base runner and Raider Tello as he drew a walk, but nothing else doing. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Aaron Savory coming to the mound for Iowa. We're back in just a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Brown Deer Golf Club offers a pure golf experience. Manicured bent grass fairways with tees and greens carved into gracefully rolling landscape. Challenging, yet extremely playable. Improve your game with PGA instruction and our full-service pro shop. Treat yourself to Bunker's Bar and Grill for lunch or dinner. And our scenic Greenview Banquet Room is perfect for weddings or any special event. Brown Deer Golf Club, a stunning country club setting at affordable public rates.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment. Knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
As a proud sponsor of the Iowa Hawkeyes, U.S. Cellular wants you to make the most of today by choosing game day traditions first and scrolling later. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
The Iowa defense is on the field. On the infield, Raider Tello at third, Michael Seegers at short, Gable Mitchell at second. Blake Guerin is the starting first baseman for Iowa today. Outfield left to right, Ben Wilmus, Sam Peterson, and Andy Nelson. The catcher for the Hawkeyes today is Reese Moore. And the starting pitcher for the black and gold is Aaron Savory, a right-handed sophomore from Dubuque.
13 appearances, a weekday start. This will be his first weekend start of his career. He's 4-0, 3.52 ERA, 23 innings, 19 hits, 10 runs, 9 of which were earned, 10 walks, 26 strikeouts. Opponents hitting Sav at a .218 clip. Going to throw a good fastball there. It's going to sneak up in. It'll be 90 plus or minus, and then he's got an array of frisbees that he's going to throw up there to keep Cornhusker hitters off balance.
Savory, last pitch against Milwaukee in the midweek. Threw an inning, gave up an unearned run. Last time we saw him on the weekend was at Ohio State. Pitched 2 1/3 against the Buckeyes. Struck out 2 batters in that outing. Case Sanderson leads it off for Nebraska. Riley Silva and Tyler Stone will follow. 1-0 pitch from Savory. Outside to the left-handed Sanderson.
Yeah, the scuttle on the field during batting practice was that Brumbaugh, the leadoff hitter from last night, broke his hand sliding into second base last night late in the game.
Just a strike from Savary, 2-1, so he's out of the lineup today.
And I guess we'll find out if the scuttle's true, if he pinch hits later or plays tomorrow. But
2-1 from Aaron. Hit in the air, left side. That'll get out of play. 2-2.
Good job from Sav to settle in after opening with a couple balls. He's able to even the count back up at 2-2.
Savary from the windup. Here comes the delivery. Ground ball to the right side. Guerin is there. Blake knocks it down. He'll toss it to Savary, who's covering. Here's the first out of the inning. Good play defensively on the right side.
Good job there from Blake. Again, he hasn't played field in a little bit, and all of a sudden you come back out on grass and dirt and get a top spinner at you. And did a good job staying with it. Now he'll have to be alert here. I don't know if Silva loves to drag bunt, but he certainly gave it a swing a couple times. Tello in on the grass at third.
First pitch is sliced over to the left. Silva's the starting center fielder for Nebraska, batting .290 on the season, has 24 stolen bases. One of the plans for Iowa is to keep him particularly off the base paths. There's a nice pitch from Savary, called a ball up and out, 1-1.
But just a little high.
Tello way in on the grass. 1-1 from Savary. Off the plate away from Silva, 2-1. Iowa wearing their black tops today with the block lettering spelling out Iowa across the chest. Gray baseball pants. Gold caps in the field. 2-1 from Savary. Here it is. Popped up left center and charging forward is Wilmus. He dives, but it one hops to him. It'll be a one-out single for Silva. He's on in the first.
With Silva's speed, that was a pretty important play for Ben to make sure that he corralled that. Not only did he keep it in front of him, but he actually caught it cleanly on the bounce, which that ball ricochets away from him. We saw Silva yesterday being more than willing to try to take an extra base.
Here's Tyler Stone. Big left-handed hitter. First baseman. He had the 3-run home run last night that tied it up in the middle innings.
1 for 5 with 3 strikeouts, but boy, his hit was loud.
Yeah. Savary comes set. Here's the pitch. That's down Main Street, strike one. Good start for Aaron.
Yeah, that's, he wasn't able to get ahead of the first 2 hitters, so big start here. We saw with McGonahay, you get ahead and all of a sudden guys expand zones, you can do more stuff.
0-1 is in the dirt, inside as well. It's 1-1. Nebraska with all white uniforms. Nebraska's spelled out in script red across the chest.
But doesn't this confirm to you that last night was cream when you see the white today?
Yes, absolutely.
If you had any doubt, it becomes more apparent.
Right. 1-1 from Savary outside. Runner takes off. Late throw to second. He is safe. Silva with the stolen base.
Almost seemed like a bit of a delayed steal, and man, he still was cruising in there.
It was a late jump for him, and I think it caught more by surprise. 2 balls and a strike on Stone. Savary from the belt. Here's the pitch. Line foul into the net, and the Nebraska on-deck circle over to the left. 2-2.
Oh, good. We're back to the music playing at inappropriate times.
2 strikes. Gonna break the focus of Savary. He's got the sign. He comes set. Here's the 2-2. Called third strike. Savary froze him on a breaking ball in the outside corner. 2 down.
Caught a part of the plate. Was typically a little higher than you might see, but Hawks will take the call there and send him back to the dugout.
2 down for Josh Karen. First strikeout of the day for Savory. No score in the bottom of the first. Runner at second and 2 outs. First pitch to Karen. Hit in the air to center. Peterson back a couple steps. Now he comes forward. Sam's underneath it. He makes the catch for the 3rd out. Through 1 in Lincoln, we're scoreless. Back in just a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletico, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. Get started today by scheduling a free assessment at athletico.com. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And built Ford Tough Trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Reese Moore, Michael Seegers, and Gable Mitchell will come up for the Hawkeyes in the second scoreless game between Iowa and Nebraska. Game 2 of the series.
Today's game is brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy.
Today's game being televised on the Big Ten Network.
Shane Sparks and Jeff Lisi, I think it was.
Shane Sparks, mainly known for his wrestling commentary. There's strike 1 to Reese, left-handed batter.
Mainly known for his Mark Ironside full-on intensity.
0-1, Reese laid off, but it's a called strike outside edge. Nothing in 2. Yeah, Shane was on a call with Coach Heller earlier this week in the office, and Iowa's baseball sports information director, Sam, as Moore swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Sam had it on in his office, part of Sam's duties, those media connections like that. You could hear Shane coming through Sam as I got to the office the other morning.
Well, yeah, you've talked occasionally about whether you've missed your caffeine or not and what that does for your energy level. Shane is natural caffeine.
Caffeine takes Shane. All right, 1 out for Michael Seegers. There's a strike. A lot of strikes from McConaughey early.
And that was the breaking ball there, so just filling it up here early. Good job from Seegers to get out, try to slow it down a touch.
Just off the plate outside to Michael that time. Michael's been moving up the batting order the last few weeks. Spent a lot of time at 9, a couple games at 8. Now he's up to 6 today. 1-1 is off the plate and low.
Yeah, we've had some guys moved out of the lineup and shuffled some pieces around.
2-1 is hit in the air down the right field line. Sanderson giving it a look, but it'll find the grassy hill over there in foul territory.
I believe that's a grassy knoll.
I think so. I tried to choose my words carefully there. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Michael. Here it comes. Ground ball up the middle. The shortstop is over behind the bag at second. He's got it. He'll throw to first and get Michael a couple steps before Siegs can get to the bag. 2 down for Gable Mitchell.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Gable Mitchell.
Everybody but Illinois and Maryland off and running in the Big Ten. Michigan State jumped out early 4-0 over Ohio State.
Wow. And Ohio State, that's a weird team. Mitchell bloops it into left center. He's got Iowa's first base hit of the day. Mitchell on with 2 outs.
Well, and they're kind of the same team we saw last year. They're extremely talented. And I suppose this is going to sound really familiar when you say it out loud. Extremely talented, and just don't bring it every weekend. And so, that's been kind of the part of it is, when they put if you're the unlucky one, that when they put the pieces together, they come see you that weekend, they're trouble.
Right. Took 2 of 3 from Iowa a couple weekends ago on their home field. Blake Guerin is the batter for Iowa. First pitch to Blake is outside for a ball. We left that series at Columbus thinking, well, I think Ohio State's better than Michigan. They'd probably go win a couple games against Michigan. It was the opposite. Michigan took it to Ohio State in their meeting last weekend. 1-0 pitch to Guerin, low and out, ball 2. And now Ohio State getting beat by Michigan State. Strange deal. And again, we don't know as much about Michigan State. Don't play them this year. 2-0 to Blake. That's slow. Ball 3.
It was. Barely.
Mm-hmm.
He's 6'6".
A little bit of a different zone for him rather than Gable Mitchell, who just got a base hit. 3-0s on the outside corner, 3-1.
Whatever training school these two umpires have gone to, they like a ball off the plate. On the outside corner, they get set up on the inside corner over the catcher's shoulder, and then they see that outside corner and they give it wide.
3-1, hit high in the air to left.
What is Gable doing? Oh, there's 2 outs. Good.
Evans is underneath it. He finally catches the ball as it comes back down to earth. And that'll do it for the Hawks in the second.
I thought there was still 1 out. I'm like, oh my gosh, Gable, go back. But worked out. And that was 105 off the bat. It was just launched straight up in the air.
Bottom of the second coming up. Scoreless in Lincoln. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment. Knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Feel the excitement as NASCAR returns to the Iowa Speedway with Powerball and the Iowa Lottery. Just add the double play bonus to your Powerball ticket for $1, then enter it in the VIP club, and you could win tickets to the sold-out NASCAR race or other exclusive race weekend prizes. Feel the power of NASCAR and double play today. Woohoo! See complete rules and details at ialottery.com/VIP.
At the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, and you get the best tasting hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. So I walked down to the concession stand. We were fortunate enough here. They gave us a little card with grab a snack. And I go down and think, hey, I'm going to grab a hot dog. Basically the hot dog in itself will generally kill you, but decided to go ahead and give it a try. You go down, and they have such a thing here called the Big Red Dog. So not only then, yeah, exactly. So then not only are they trying to kill you with a hot dog, but then they dye the hot dog red. So now you're eating red dye number 7, and basically going to either cause cancer or somehow cause bodily harm to you down the road. And that's the Big Red Dog. And no, I guess I could have tried to order a Clifford and see if they saw the humor in it. It wasn't a Wimmers, is all I'm going to say about it.
Wimmers is the winner. No question. Savory deals a strike to Columbus. I feel bad, John. I should have warned you because I remember those. It's red. It is red. It's a red pen hot dog. 1-1 from Savory, swung on and missed, 1-2. That thing is as red as the Nebraska Cornhuskers. It's as red as it's actually red. It's not some tint or anything like that.
Yeah, when I opened it up, I thought, what am I getting myself into here?
1-2 from Savary. Ooh, look good. Just in, maybe a touch low. 2-2.
No, that was a strike.
Ooh, it was close.
That was all kinds of strike.
Didn't get the call. I think maybe Savary missed a spot and it hurt the umpire's eyes and decision making. The 2-2, grounded foul in the box. Yeah, I noticed the hot dog had one bite out of it and was in the trash.
Perhaps 2.
Maybe 2. You gave it a second chance.
I did give it a second chance. And then I went with our bus lunch that I had. So
now you know.
Now I know.
2-2 from Savary. Check swing. He certainly went around. He is out. That's Columbus. Second strikeout for Savary.
So that's good. All that missed strike call cost Sav was 2 pitches. So.
Aaron's done a nice job staying around the zone. He's fallen behind on a couple batters, but really battled in. Cole Evans is the batter, right-handed hitter. Fastball inside from Sav.
And Sav tends to be a strike thrower, so that's kind of what you're looking for, especially in kind of a spot start or an emergency start.
1-0 is hit on the ground left side. Seegers has it at short. He'll step and throw it across the diamond for the second out of the inning. Savary trusting his defense behind him there. Nice job.
Got a good fastball, bottom part of the zone. I don't, the wind isn't nearly as strong as it was yesterday, but it is still blowing out to right. When you look out at right center field there, 342. So it's kind of a short porch there. So you want to try to keep the ball down, make it difficult to elevate.
Breaking ball outside to Dylan Carey, the shortstop for Nebraska. And we know it doesn't take much to get the ball out to right, the stadium.
Now, be fair. The kid hit that at 110 yesterday.
That's right. Inside corner for a strike, 1-1. It was well hit.
I don't really want to give a Nebraska guy credit either, but it was 110 off the bat.
1-1, here it comes. Outside, 2-1.
You felt like with the way the wind was blowing that maybe at least the wall would have caught it. I was thinking ground rule double, bouncing it over, but no such luck.
Outside again, ball 3, and it was hit so low last night too that it probably, like you made the point yesterday, that it didn't have a chance for the wind to even really get a hold of it because it was hit so low.
Yeah, to get one out yesterday in that direction, your launch angle had to be about what it was, and it had to be hit about as hard as he hit it.
3-1 has popped up, high into the air, left side, wind playing tricks a little bit. Tello at third has it. Rader made the catch for the third out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Aaron Savary. We're through 2 in Lincoln. Scoreless between Iowa and Nebraska. Back in just a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelly Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletico, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. Get started today by scheduling a free assessment at Athletico.com. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
When corn grows fuel, Iowans win. Ethanol is a renewable fuel that's better for our environment, our health, and our wallets. Share your winning moments using hashtag IowansWin, and you could win even more from Iowa corn. I don't have a catchy segue on that one.
With corn?
Why?
Yeah, I don't think we have a corn experience over here like we have with hot dogs.
I certainly don't have a corn experience. I don't do vegetables.
I mean, think about that possibility, John. Ben Wilmus will lead it off for Iowa in the third. He gets the start in left field today. This is a TV game, so we got to wait a little bit longer for the TV to come back from commercial. That's all right. Get the Hawkeyes on the network. First pitch to Ben is right down Main Street for a strike. McConaughey continues to pitch for Nebraska now in the third.
We were being rocked like a hurricane. It was fine.
Yeah, that too. Swing and a miss from Wilmus is McConaughey's slider. He's been throwing it for a strike today. Oh-2. Hit in the air to right. Right fielder moving back, turning. He's at the wall, and it is gone! Ben Wilmus with a solo shot to right, and the Hawks are on the board first. It's 1-0.
You're no longer allowed to complain about the short right field as Ben goes up, gets 199, pokes it 353, gets it into the Hawkeye bullpen. Solo shot there. Good slider, but he hung it. Ben stayed with it. You know, we talk about this all the time. You get one of those outside pitches. If you try to pull that, you're just going to hit a ground ball. Ben stayed with it, lifted it up. Good for him getting back in the lineup today and sending one over the wall.
Made sure that the Hawks in the bullpen were paying attention. 1-0 Iowa in the third, courtesy of Ben Wilmus. And for Ben, second home run of the season. Andy Nelson's up now. 1-1 count on Andy, grounded out to first in the first.
Never a bad move from your 9 guy to hit you a home run.
Skipped in the dirt, ball 2. We talk about the bottom few batters, you know, set the table for the top because the top of the order for Iowa is so dangerous. But we'll take that from Wilmus. Check swing from Andy. He went around. 2-2.
That was that nasty slider again.
McConaughey's ready. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground, left side. Backhand stop by the shortstop. Throw across is off the heel of the glove of the first baseman. Carey with the throw in the dirt, but it was a long throw. Nelson beats it out, and he's on first base. Iowa putting some traffic on the base paths in the third.
See how they get that. He was a good throw, beats him, but that would have taken an exceptional overall play, so they give it a hit, which I think is a fair outcome there.
Right now the catcher will walk out and talk with his pitcher.
Good job from Andy. That was a slider that was dropping in for a strike. Stuck with it. Pulled it into the hole. And I had talked to him before the game. You know, we talked yesterday, was he closer to 100%? And he said it probably felt like it was at this point. You can see getting down the line there.
The Hawkeyes knocking on the door in the third. Already a run across with the solo blast from Ben Wilmus. Nelson's at first base with Sam Peterson in the box. First pitch to Petey is at the knees for a strike.
Ooh.
Sam struck out in the first. See if Iowa can get their speed game going a bit with Nelson at first base. 0-1. Peterson hits a spinner, foul off the end of the bat. 0-2. Still trying to get Sam back into his rhythm before he was out of the lineup for a few games.
And now he's playing a different defensive position, so throwing all kinds of things at him.
Had a nice day yesterday. A couple of singles and an RBI. Put the ball in play all 5 times. 0-2. Off the plate outside. 1-2. Established that edge of the zone there, haven't we?
Say it was a ball, but man, it was right on the spot. You're going to get the call.
1-2. Line drive caught by the pitcher and will be doubled up at first.
Really not much to say about that. Petey hit it in the one spot he couldn't hit it in. He hit it right back to where the pitcher followed through and hit it into his glove. Pitcher made no move to catch it, just filled his glove up.
Wow.
And that leaves Andy with no chance. That ball was 91 in and 95 out.
Tello swings at the first pitch. It's a chopper to short. Carey's got it. He'll throw it across. First baseman picks this one out of the dirt. And that'll do it for Iowa in the third. A little bit of bad luck there on the double play, but nice play by Nebraska to get out of it. A solo home run from Ben Wilmus gives Iowa the lead. The Hawkeyes on the board first. It's 1-0. We're back in just a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. I'm Aaron Bose, pediatric neurologist with University of Iowa Healthcare. Here, we're working together every day to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, the University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org.
University of Iowa Healthcare has the game plan for your same-day healthcare needs. If you need treatment for a common illness or minor injury, visit one of several UI Quick Care or Urgent Care locations throughout the Iowa City-Cedar Rapids corridor. Their care and expertise will help you get back in the game. UI Healthcare is proud to sponsor your Iowa Hawkeyes. So you're over there looking at the radar. Are you telling me we're not going to be able to walk back to the hotel like we walked over here?
That part's not looking good. We had a nice walk from our stay over to the ballpark today, about 1.5 miles. Is that what it ended up being?
1.3 was what my watch told me.
Sure.
And it's never wrong.
Always right. John's watch is always right. Yeah, we got to, just to put it lightly, we got to get this game moving along here. The radar doesn't look wonderful, but bottom of the third, Iowa leading 1-0. Savory out for another inning. He'll see 8-9-1 Overbeek, Stokes, and Sanderson. Savory goes with a strike to Overbeek, low outside corner.
Low. Outside corner part, sure.
0-1, outside, 1-1.
I thought we had a great strike zone yesterday. I mean, consistent strike zone. Once you figured out where it was there pretty much the whole time. Yeah. The up pitches were maybe a little
inside, 2-1. You didn't get the upper half of the upper third. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, consistently. Would that be the upper 1/9 or what?
Yeah,
1/18?
2-1 is popped up. Foul ground. Tello giving chase in front of the Nebraska dugout. Raider caught it with a basket-style catch. And that's the first out of the inning.
Again, if you'd seen Major League, I could drop the nice catch, Raider. Don't ever do it again, but you don't know what that means.
I think you've shared that meme with me before.
Yes.
And I don't know where it's from. I just understand, okay, this must have been a risky play.
Willie Mays Hayes caught a routine fly ball in center field. He went with the basket catch. And just because he thought it was cool, it was flashy.
Sure.
Raider did not cool and flashy that one. It was, by the time he got over there, it was easier.
Bottom of the order, this is Rhett Stokes, second baseman for Nebraska today. Did not play yesterday. He's filling in for Brumbaugh, who's not in the lineup today for the Cornhuskers. Savory's first pitch is on the inner edge, strike one.
Yeah, we'll talk about Iowa injuries, but I'll spread the rumor that I heard about a Nebraska injury.
Pitch low from Savory there. Yeah, that you heard some rumblings about the Nebraska side, John.
I did.
Stokes is a .310 batter, pretty good hitter. On the ground, left side. Mitchell dives. He'll step and throw, but it'll be late. Iowa had a shift on as Mitchell was behind second base, and the ball split the difference between he and Seegers. Michael wasn't going to be able to get to it, so it would have gone through if Gable had not gone to knock it down.
Yeah, the shift probably hurt Iowa there. Seegers probably gets that ball kind of in a normal movement, moving the right direction if he's in his normal spot. But because he was shifted over, became Gable's ball.
Top of the order, this is Sanderson, left-handed hitter. Try to keep Stokes around the bag at first with a pickoff move. Stokes
2 for 3 in the stolen base side.
Not too many opportunities. He's played in a lot of games. He's moving, and the pitch is hit foul over to the left, so the hit and run was on for Nebraska there.
It was almost a funny swing, though. It was almost like he wasn't trying to hit it. He was just trying to, we talked about it yesterday. He was just trying to create a visual disturbance for the catcher.
Accidentally hit it.
And then he ended up hitting it. So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure he meant to hit that.
We'll see if Stokes is moving again with one out. Savary whips a move over there.
Yeah, I wish I had TrackMan on that. That was a good fastball to first.
Oh, yeah. No balls and a strike on the right fielder for Nebraska. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Beautiful from Sav. Way out in front of Sanderson, who grounded out in the first.
Iowa softball team tried to rally, but fell to Minnesota 7-5. I believe it's their senior weekend.
It is. Had a little bit of a rain delay in Iowa City, which really hurt the comeback efforts, I'm gathering. 0-2 is hit on a line into left for a base hit. Wilmus will cut it off, trying to quickly get it into third. Here comes the throw. He is safe. I think Rader missed the tag. I think it was a good slide by the Nebraska base runner Stokes.
Rader wants a review, and Hawks will ask for it. Ball beat him. Now, did he get the tag on him? And again, can you see it?
As we go into this replay, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Iowa Hawkeye Baseball. 1-0 Iowa in the bottom of the third. We have a review of the play at third base on a base hit that was hit to Wilmus in left. Runner Stokes went from first to third. It was a good throw from Ben. It was to the pitcher's mound side of first base, and Stokes slid feet first onto the left field side of third. And I think by the time Rader got the ball and went to apply the tag, he might have slid by him.
Yeah, maybe. But boy, that's an aggressive base running play from Nebraska. As that ball wasn't hit into left center field. It wasn't hit right at Ben. He had to go kind of to the left center to second base side and shift his feet back around. But boy, that was an aggressive play right in front of you there. And Ben made a good throw, just not right on the dime, but pretty close. But going back to the actual pitch selection, Sav tried to sneak a fastball past on the outside part of the plate. Good piece of hitting there, just went with it. 103 through the hole.
That's what you're supposed to do with those pitches. We've seen Iowa do a nice job through the course of this season adjusting and hitting outside pitches to right field or to the opposite field. Sanderson for Nebraska did it there.
Well, especially with 2 strikes. They're just kind of protecting, serving it up, not trying to do too much with it. I mean, there's just no chance. Even if he's out, there's no chance this is coming back.
You think we have more cameras here today for the Big Ten Network?
Not that they're using for reviews, no. I talked to Marty last night. He said there's 8 cameras. He goes, but they're just not very good, and it's just so hard in baseball to get them all in the right place.
Safe at third after the review. So the Hawkeyes without a challenge there, or lose a challenge at least.
And I've always felt that having the guys that made the call go review the call is, you're never winning a coin flip.
Yep.
Because they're not going to suggest they're wrong on a coin flip.
And you're saying that generally,
right?
Either team doesn't matter.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's human nature to. Well, I made the call, and I don't see anything there that says I was wrong.
All right, tough spot now for the Hawks with Silva up. Savary's first pitch dropped low. Runners at the corners and 1 out for Nebraska. Iowa on top, 1-0. Savary comes set with the 1-0. Try a pickoff move to first base. Guerin did a nice job keeping an eye on the runner Stokes at third, who was dancing around down that pickoff attempt.
And Sanderson's just 0 for 1, so not quite like Silva in the box.
1-0 from Savary. Silva bunts it right back to Aaron on the pitcher's mound. His only play will be to first. Guerin is there for the out. Run comes down the line. That's Stokes. He scores. We're tied at 1 in the third.
That was a great bunt because that's a pitch that's outside, and he went and just stuck it out, pulled the bat back, drug it along. Good job by Guerin to get back to the bag, realized Savary had it. No harm done. You gave up a hit, no big deal. Just get out here. Get to the top of the fourth, tied at 1.
Stone comes up. Aaron struck him out the first time. Breaking ball for a strike on the inside corner. Good start from Aaron. I really liked what Savary did. He came off the mound. He was composed, fielded the ball, and got the out.
Yeah, didn't get sped up. Didn't worry about, hey, this guy's super fast. Just took care of business.
No balls and a strike. Savary from the belt. Here's the pitch. Just low, 1-1.
Sav hasn't had a ton of outings where he's had to go through a lineup a second time and kind of keep showcasing and using different pitches to get guys out.
Count even at 1. Here's the pitch from Savary. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Good job there, though. Went back to the fastball.
See if Aaron stays with the fastball or goes with the off speed. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He went off speed, down and in, and Stone could not lay off. Nebraska ties it up in the third. We'll be back for the fourth right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And built Ford tough trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. As a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Hawkeye games this season, please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They are committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
For comprehensive coverage of college baseball and softball all season long, tune to SiriusXM Big Ten Radio Channel 372 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. SiriusXM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along online with the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/Big Ten Radio 2023.
Davis Kopp, Reese Moore, and Michael Seegers are due up for Iowa in the fourth. Tied at 1. John Evans and John Leo, pleased to bring you Iowa baseball today. Downtown Lincoln. I think this is the nicest ballpark in the Big Ten, John?
Yes. 8,500 capacity. Suites, and I know now part of it again is when you share it with a minor league ballpark, that gives you a boost.
Kopp takes low and out, count even at 1. I would say this blows Penn State out of the water, though. Even though they share with
they share as well, but they share it. They used to share. I don't think they play there anymore. And
swing and a miss, 1-2 for Kopp. I think just aesthetically, this is a good-looking stadium, good place to watch a baseball game. You can watch from anywhere in the ballpark. 1-2 to Kopp. Slider low and out, swing and a miss. Never got a read on any of those. Swung at 3 of them.
No. And interesting, Nebraska didn't even throw it around, just threw it right back to the pitcher. Maybe they saw your radar too of, hey, let's get this thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Columbus was good. I thought Ohio State had good facilities. Not as large as this, but.
Swing and a miss by Reese Moore. Start his at bat.
Iowa not doing a very good job right now of seeing the breaking ball out of the hand.
That bounced in front of the plate. Reese was able to read that immediately, 1-1. I thought Purdue had a nice setup for us.
Yeah, and I mean,
that's a good college ballpark, though.
Yeah, I thought Indiana was a great college ballpark, but you know what, 2,000, 2,500 people, 3,000, whatever it was. So smaller setup, but really nice, really nicely done.
2-1 to Reese, inside ball 3. You said capacity was 8,000 here?
8,500, I think it was, is what I read.
Pretty close to that today, don't you think? Maybe in the 7s, 6s, maybe? High and tight. Ball 4 for Reese Moore. He walks with 1 out.
Yeah, I mean, there's some empty seats around, but boy, they fill it up nicely on, I mean, all the hillsides are not full, but they've all got good crowd. The concourse there over the grass is good.
Trying to find where the Iowa fans are here. They got to be tucked away somewhere below us.
Sprinkled.
Yes.
They're sprinkled.
It's down the right field line a little bit, the parent section maybe. Michael Seegers is up. Fastball low and out.
See if Iowa ends up trying to play some games here, either bunt with Michael or maybe a hit and run. Saw Reese run twice yesterday, but did get thrown out once.
Try a pickoff move over to first to keep Moore around. I know the Hawkeyes have really wanted to put some pressure on the short game, especially with the third baseman Overbeek today. Feels like you're right, John. Feels like an opportunity to do that. 1-0, Michael lines it into left field. Forget that. Base hit for Seegers. And there are a couple of runners on now for Iowa in the 4th.
See if Gable Mitchell brings any short gamer. Although with 1 out here now with the runner in scoring position, I don't know how much interest you'd have in a bunt now.
Gable's been having a pretty nice run as of late. They'll go from the left side. Runners at first and second for Iowa with 1 out in the 4th. We're tied at 1. Mitchell hits a ground ball up the middle. This is double trouble. Step on the bag, throw to first, double play.
First pitch swinging. I mean, it's right in the middle, but it's just not a pitch you're going to hit hard. And he didn't.
Double play ends the threat in the fourth. We'll bring you the bottom half of the inning coming up. It's 1-1 between Iowa and Nebraska. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Whether you're building a backyard fence for your family's new best friend or firing up the excavator for your next commercial project, a free and simple call can save you from expensive fines and even save your life. Call 811 at least 2 days before you start your next project to have underground utility lines located and marked. At Mid-American Energy, your safety is our #1 priority. So, make it your priority to call 811 before you dig. Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Hey, it's your friend, social media. You know, where I showcase the cool life of sports stars and friends. But don't fall for the editing and good lighting, because we all have struggles and challenges, like with alcohol or drug use, gambling, or our mental health. Talking about it is a sign of strength. Maybe you don't know who to talk to. Your Life Iowa can give you resources or treatment options. Get free 24/7 confidential support. Call, text, or chat online at yourlifeiowa.org. A message from Iowa HHS.
Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country.
Aaron Savary returns to the mound for the fourth. Tied with Nebraska 1-1. Good part of the order coming up right in the middle for the Huskers. Karen, Columbus, and Evans. So 4, 5, and 6.
Evans on principle just has to be good, right?
Sure, John. Karen will step to the box first. He flied out to Peterson in center. Back in the first inning, Savary from the windup. First pitch is a breaking ball, stayed high, ball 1. (1-0) from Sav, ripped into the left field corner. This is trouble. It's down. Karen around first, headed for second. Wilmus gets to it. Leadoff double for Nebraska in the fourth.
Hung a little spinner there and got turned on. So we talked about early in the game, if you can keep those balls down, when you leave it up thigh high or belt high, guys are going to do a pretty good job here. So let's see if Nebraska tries any short game, even though we're in the heart of their lineup. Let's see if they try to bunt over and take advantage here and get a run.
Columbus is the batter. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch from Savary's a fastball high and out.
And Buckeyes have bounced back. Now lead 8-5, top of the fourth. Scored 3 in the second, 5 in the third.
Savary's 1-0 pitch is fouled back.
Indiana hung 4 on Rutgers in the bottom of the second, lead 5-1 in the top of the third.
You might be right about Rutgers, John.
We broke them?
Yes, man.
Purdue 6-0 over Northwestern.
Savary from the belt. Here comes the 1-1 to Columbus. That's a high strike, 1-2. Runner at second, nobody out. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Savary brings it home. In the dirt. 2-2. Went with the off speed. Did not get Columbus to chase. (2-2). Ground ball right side past a diving Guerin and into the corner. Nelson gets it in, but the run will score from second. 2-1 Nebraska in the fourth.
What Columbus just did is almost impossible by physics. 73-mile-an-hour breaking ball, low and away, and somehow he rolled over it and pulled it down the line. Guerin was right there, just couldn't. I guess on a scale of 1 to 10, it was we'll call it a 6 or a 7. You know, it wasn't a 10 in terms of difficulty, but it wasn't a 2 or a 3 either. It had some challenge to it, but it's a play Blake could probably tell you he should have at least knocked the ball down, would be my guess.
Yeah. 2-1 Nebraska in the fourth. Here's Evans, runner at first and nobody out. First pitch from Savory hit him. First free base allowed by Savory.
That's what I was just thinking as well. He's fallen behind a few hitters, but he's been really good with battling back.
The shortstop, number 15, Dylan Carey.
Coach Heller's out of the dugout and headed to the mound. And the Hawkeyes are making a pitching change in the fourth. 2-1 Nebraska. We'll take a pitching change break. We're back in just a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Nestled on the rolling greens of the iconic Finkbine Golf Course, Bumps Restaurant is open to the public year-round. Whether you're swinging by after a round of golf or just in the neighborhood, Bumps is your go-to spot for scrumptious sandwiches, shareable appetizers, and mouth-watering pizzas. Quench your thirst with our selection of local craft beers, or let our full bar serve you a refreshing cocktail to toast to your game, or just because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Our happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. is the perfect 19th hole. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram to catch our latest daily specials. And here's a little insider secret just for our radio listeners. Thursdays are not to be missed at Bumps Restaurant. It's BOGO Happy Hour. Buy one, get one free on select beverages from our happy hour menu. Whether you're a diehard golfer or just love a great meal with a view, Bumps Restaurant at Finkbine Golf Course is your destination. We're currently open Wednesday through Saturday. Swing on by today. Bumps at Finkbine Golf Course. Great food, great drinks, and the best views in town. See you at Bumps.
Iowa brings in a new pitcher in the fourth. The Hawkeyes will turn to Reese Buter. Buter, the right-handed redshirt junior from Cedar Falls.
1-2 in his 12 appearances for the Hawks, 14 and a third innings. He's given up 22 hits, 16 runs have all been earned, 7 walks, 16 strikeouts. Opponents hitting Reese at .361. And we've talked all through. Reese has pitched better in the last month or 6 weeks, and the key for Reese is it's not getting two strikes. It's missing the barrel of the bat with 2 strikes. You know, fastball, he's going to move it up there. It'll be in the low 90s, might even get one up into the mid 90s. Got a big spot here to try to keep this right where it's at. Give Iowa a chance to get to McGonaghy a little bit later and get going.
Yeah, we've talked about this a number of times over the course of this season to avoid the catastrophic snowball inning. And this is one where it's getting a little dangerous for the Hawks now. 1 run across to give Nebraska the 2-1 lead, and they've got runners at first and second with nobody out. So Buter comes in to try to stop the bleeding, put a Band-Aid on things in the fourth. They'll face Dylan Carey first. Could use a ground ball, could use something to generate some momentum the other way now.
Yeah, a little 4-6-3 double play would be, or 6-4-3, I guess, as the right-hander walks up there. But yeah, just something now to help yourself out. You know, again, for Reese, keep the ball down and keep the score 2-1.
Corners in for the Hawkeyes. Carey squares to bunt, pulled it back, and the pitch was in for a ball. So it looks like Nebraska is going to bunt in this situation. We'll see if they keep it on. Suppose it would make sense with nobody out. Try to get 2 in scoring position with less than 2 outs. 1-0 pitch from Buter is bunted third base side. Reese comes off the mound. He fields it, throws to first for the out. Nicely done by Buter.
Textbook bunt there. 93-mile-an-hour fastball, middle of the plate. And it was a beauty. Put it right down the third base line.
And that brings up Overbeek with 2 in scoring position and 1 out.
Now you need invisible here for Reese.
Corners come in for the Hawkeyes now. Overbeek has that speed, John. You might have to watch out for a crafty bunt from him. Buter from the belt. Here's the pitch. Just low.
What the what?
Whoa. Call the ball.
And Overbeek's the guy that's a hard guy to strike out, so especially if you don't get strikes called when their first pitch strikes.
Reese kicks and fires the 1-0. That's high, ball 2. Is hit in the air to left. Wilmus giving chase. Tello sprinting over into foul ground. That'll find the seats. Get into the grass over there. 2-1.
And there's a lot of foul ground here, but that was well out of there.
Blake Guerin at first base, kind of toggling back and forth if he needs to play back or forward. He settles on right near the grass. He comes in a bit. The 2-1 is a strike on the inside corner. 2-2.
Good pitch there. Fastball busted him on the inside part of the plate. Overbeek just couldn't get going on that. 95. Again, 2 strikes. See if Reese can get a swing and miss.
The 2-2, swing and a miss. The high heater from Reese, 2 down.
94 up in the zone that time, blew it right past him.
All right. Here comes Stokes. He's singled in the third. Iowa goes back to that shift. He's the one that hit that ground ball that beat the shift in between Mitchell and Seegers. Iowa's going to stay in that same shift for him another time. A Husker at second, a Husker at third with 2 outs. First pitch from Buter. Just low and out.
Man, just not getting any part of the low zone.
One-0 pitch from Buter. That caught the edge, 1-1. Hawkeyes will have Guerin, Wilmus, and Nelson due up in the 5th when we get there. It's 2-1 right now. Nebraska with the lead in the 4th. Buter comes set with the 1-1. Here it is. Outside. Held onto the slider just a bit too long. 2-1.
Good snag there from Reese on the breaking ball away.
Two-1, line drive, base hit to right. Runner from third will score. Here comes the runner from second. Play at the plate, throws off line. 4-1 Nebraska.
Tried to get the fastball past him up. It was 94 up in the zone. But a good piece of hitting there again. It was 102, 103 off the bat. Didn't try to do anything with it other than serve it out into right field. 2-run single makes the hill that much bigger.
Number 14, Kenny Severson.
Another 2-out base hit. 2-out RBIs, I should say. Hurting the Hawks this weekend. Top of the order, this is Sanderson. 4-1 Nebraska now in the fourth. This is hit well down the line in left. Angling foul and will be out of play. Ben Wilmus sprinting over. No balls and a strike on Sanderson, the top of the Nebraska order. Really worried about Stokes there at first base, a couple pickoff moves.
And just kind of the unfortunate story of the Hawkeye years, even when they minimized free bases, both of them, and I say both because I think the ground ball down to first, I think Blake had a chance to at least keep it on the infield, and if he keeps it on the infield, I think he gets the guy out at first. And so, kind of both free bases come around to score, and that's the only two that Sav allowed.
0-1 is hit right back to Buter. Reese fields it, underhand flip to Guerin for the third out. 3 runs for Nebraska in the fourth. They lead at 4-1. It's rally time for Iowa. The 5th inning is coming up right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Even the simplest act can set a chain of good in motion, like choosing Delta Dental of Iowa for your dental and vision insurance. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you make a difference for others. Visit sharinghealthysmiles.com and choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. As a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Hawkeye games this season, please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They are committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge, a luxury hotel and spa, 5 restaurants and more, just minutes south of Iowa City.
All right, 4-1, Nebraska in the 5th. 8-9-1, Guerin, Wilmus, and Nelson come to the plate for Iowa. Rally time for the Hawks, something that Iowa has not had a ton of success with this year. Don't have a win, a come-from-behind win. When we get to the 6th and 7th and 8th innings, we're not quite there yet, but the later you get, the less success Iowa's had in these come-from-behind situations.
No, and that's why you need it sooner rather than later. There's the red. Basically, that's the baseball equivalent of the red hat guy down there.
Okay, you got him somewhere? Where's he at?
Yeah, he's right down here off the dugout.
You got the TV game. Yes, the TOC. Okay, we're ready for action.
You were the red hat guy at volleyball there for a couple times.
Timeout coordinator. Make it sound all official and nice.
Yeah, red hat guy.
Yeah. Yours might be better. All right, here's Blake Guerin. Swings and misses at the first pitch that he sees. Boy, hung a high off speed. Just missed it.
It's the problem for why Iowa sometimes has trouble making comebacks is you can't extend your strike zone there. It's an 80-mile-an-hour breaking ball. It's up but it's at the very tip top of the zone. It's probably over the zone. I suppose if you go up and get a good tomahawk on it, you'll hit it a long ways, but
0-2 to Guerin. That's to the backstop high.
But percentage-wise says you're probably not going to hit that out very often, and you get yourself down in the count now 0-2, and you have to swing at the next one.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Guerin in the dirt. Good discipline there. 2-2. McConaughey continues to pitch for the Huskers.
Well, and he's not only been good, he's been efficient. So, you know, this is pitch, what, 59?
2-2, hit in the air to left. Carrying well at the track, at the wall, into the corner and off the base of the wall. Guerin around first, headed for second. Here's the play at second. Blake is in with the leadoff double for the Hawkeye fifth.
And that breaking ball he stuck with. 96 mile an hour off the bat. Didn't hit it very well as he got fooled, but went down, hit it 345. Probably needed, probably didn't need a whole ton more than to get that out of there, but see if the Hawks can keep pushing along.
After giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the fourth, you'd love to see Iowa get back in the run column and punch back.
Yeah, an instant response. Well, you don't need all 3, but you just want to show them you're still here. Show yourself you're still here.
That's the key, I think. That might be the bigger point. Here's Ben Wilmus. Homered his last time up. Takes a strike. Upper portion of the zone. Whoa.
I mean, again, yes, technically that's a strike. It's not one that is called very often and hasn't been today.
No balls and a strike. The pitch to Wilmus. Hit in the air down the right field line again, but that will go foul. Ben loves the right side of the ballpark today.
Well, and you've seen a different approach here from McConaughey too. Is he's decided, you know, Ben hit that slider out that he kind of left on the plate. This time it's just been 2 fastballs. His typical MO has been to go to breaking stuff to get the out when he's ahead. See what he does with Ben here.
Here's the 0-2. Low and out. Ben was ready for that, and he laid off ball 1.
Yeah, he made sure he missed with the slider that time. Wasn't going to give him anything that caught a part of the plate that Ben could drive to right again.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from McConaughey. Ground ball to short. Guerin has to stay put at second. Wilmus speeding down the line, but he is out at first base.
Yeah, Carey kind of realized he couldn't fool around there, and he got rid of it quick. Didn't load it, didn't pat it, didn't anything other than just kind of flipped it out quick. That'll be up to the top of the order to move Guerin along.
A quiet day for the top of the order. Here's Andy Nelson. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. Guerin was caught in between second and third for a moment. Likely made the right decision with the ball being smothered forward off of Guerin's protector. Here's the 1-0 to Nelson. In the dirt again. Blake will stay put at second once more. Right decision.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you don't see it and read it, stay put.
2 balls, no strikes. The pitch to Nelson. Ground ball to short. Carey's got this one. He'll throw out Andy. 2 down.
Well, that's a 2-0 pitch that you get a 91-mile-an-hour fastball right in the center of the plate. It's down a little, but Andy just missed it and beat it into the ground.
That was a leadoff double from Guerin to get Iowa going in the 5th, and then back-to-back ground outs to short. Brings up Sam Peterson with 2 outs. Iowa down 4-1 in the 5th.
I was just thinking, doesn't this feel like Ole Miss when they went down? Got the double and 2 innings in a row and couldn't move them along.
Yeah. Here's Sam Peterson. Petey's 0 for 2 today. Lined into a double play his last time up. 0-1. Check swing. He went around. Boy, this is a slider city from McConaughey against Petey. I think Sam's seen maybe 5 or 6 of them. He's swung at every single one of them.
Yeah, that's just it. He's neither of those two balls have just been 2 left-handed hitters, and he swung at both of them.
0-2 in the dirt. Sam laid off that one.
Because why would you throw it anywhere else?
That's right.
You at least had to throw one more there.
Yeah.
Now maybe you see if you sneak a fastball past him, but I might even throw it again.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Leadoff double for Guerin. Iowa goes down 1-2-3 after that. We'll bring you to the bottom of the 5th right after this. 4-1 Nebraska. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Nestled on the rolling greens of the iconic Finkbine Golf Course, Bumps Restaurant is open to the public year-round. Whether you're swinging by after a round of golf or just in the neighborhood, Bumps is your go-to spot for scrumptious sandwiches, shareable appetizers, and mouth-watering pizzas. Quench your thirst with our selection of local craft beers, or let our full bar serve you a refreshing cocktail to toast to your game, or just because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Our happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. is the perfect 19th hole. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram to catch our latest daily specials. And here's a little insider secret just for our radio listeners. Thursdays are not to be missed at Bumps Restaurant. It's BOGO Happy Hour. Buy one, get one free on select beverages from our happy hour menu. Whether you're a diehard golfer or just love a great meal with a view, Bumps Restaurant at Finkbine Golf Course is your destination. We're currently open Wednesday through Saturday. Swing on by today. Bumps at Finkbine Golf Course. Great food, great drinks, and the best views in town. See you at Bumps.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 5th inning. Are you or someone you know in crisis or having suicidal thoughts? Call the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline for 24/7 free and confidential support. There is hope. Call or chat 988. A message from the Iowa HHS.
Bottom of the 5th inning in Lincoln. Nebraska 4, Iowa 1. Getting some cloudier skies moving into the area down to the south.
Yeah, you think we're in trouble.
I know, I don't love the way the radar looks. I'd be okay with it if the Hawks were winning right now. How about that?
In theory, if that's the way it works out, the game would just be suspended. So it would be complete tomorrow and then go into your... I mean, again, assuming there's a complete washout, it would be try to complete it tomorrow and then... play the regularly scheduled game then as well. But
even tomorrow looks a little rainy, but maybe not as bad as originally forecasted.
Yeah, hard to imagine though that there's a 5-hour window to play a completed game and then a full game.
Silva drags a bunt to the first base side. It goes foul. That would have been an incredibly tough play. He had almost outran the baseball.
Yeah, so it's not like you're going to pick it up and tag him because he's already passed you.
Buter on the mound for Iowa. One ball, one strike on Silva, the 2-hitter for Nebraska. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. Mitchell fields it, quickly throws it to first base, 1 out.
Yeah, that's another one of those you can't really dawdle on. You just got to go up and trust yourself, make a good, clean play. Gable did just that, flipped it over, and leadoff hitters retired.
Tyler Stone is 0 for 2 today with a couple of strikeouts. So he struck out, what, 5 times in this series, John? That's the running stat we're keeping track of. Ground ball foul, foul past Guerin at first.
You're going to make me do play-by-play, and you're going to do color here. You have to swap roles so you can talk a little less.
Just dry Nebraska air or something. I don't know. I'm not sick, I promise you.
I don't care. Sam's the one that's got to worry about you.
Yeah.
The old guy gets the room to himself, so I'm safe.
You are in the clear. Line drive, base hit into center. Stone is on with a 1-out single for Nebraska in the 5th.
Whew, that was 110 off the bat as well. He took a 96-mile-an-hour fastball and just, I think he might have dented it.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's got a ton of power.
Okay, so he doesn't make contact a lot, but when he does, the baseball is injured.
Now we've got it figured out. Yeah, all right.
He's the lightning in a bottle guy, and boy, it is big lightning bolts.
Yep.
Have you seen The Natural?
Nope.
Oh, man, God.
Another sports movie?
Another baseball movie that you haven't seen. Uh-oh.
This is trouble into right. Off the bat at Karen. 2-run shot. Nebraska leads it 6-1 in the 5th.
Not a terrible pitch. 92-mile-an-hour fastball down and away. But again, Karen does a great job. And boy, that is a short porch out there, but he didn't need a short porch. He hit at 376. You get a little wind blowing. That's why as soon as he hit it, it was scary.
Visually, it looks short out there. Like, it just doesn't look like it's very far. Just for the listeners at home.
Well, it goes 325 right down the right field line. And then where you typically see a number that in banks is like 375, it's 342 here.
Yeah. Ben Columbus is the batter. He sees a couple out of the zone from Buter.
And then it goes out from 342 all the way out to 400 there where the thing is. So your deep right center, swing and a miss there, is really deep. But your right field wall is really short.
Yeah. I mean, straightaway center is 395 here.
Yeah, because your 400's got to start working it. Well, it's interesting. 403 out there in left center field. I don't know how that fence is a little shorter. Get Reese back in the zone here. 3-1 now.
Here's the pitch to Columbus. Low ball 4. There's some activity in the Iowa bullpen.
I don't know what direction that is over the right field wall, but it's got a bad look to it all of a sudden.
That would be down to the south.
Oh, that's the bad direction then.
And that's a little storm system moving from the south to the north. Hopefully that misses over to the east then, but I'm afraid there's probably a little bit more to it. Here's Cole Evans. Buter deals high and out.
Well, that's where we got lucky yesterday. The storm track was north and east, and it went mostly north around Lincoln and then turned the corner and went kind of straight up toward Omaha and did a number over in Omaha and Iowa.
It's a tough weather weekend in the Midwest. I mean, Iowa's supposed to get it a little bit later today. They're going to get this stuff again. It's a similar track. I know the Oklahoma and Kansas are really taking it today.
When we looked at the radar yesterday, Missouri looked like they got hammered through the middle there, and then maybe it was heavy rain and not the super storms, but it looked like a lot of rain got dumped there in the middle of the country.
Buter back on the rubber. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Evans. Swing and a miss. Reese fired it by him.
Yeah, good fastball there, 94.
Check swing. Did he go? He did. They send it down to first. First base umpire says that he offered. 1-2.
And this has been kind of the other trouble spot of the Iowa season. You know, score the first run and then now 6 straight for Nebraska. Same thing happened last night.
1-2. Hit in the gap into right center. Nelson going back. He's at the wall and it's gone.
And again, that's kind of been the bug for Reese all year. 1-2. And his fastball, he just leaves it out over the middle of the plate. And another really good piece of hitting goes 102 to right field. Ball travels 370, although I'd argue that went 370, but it didn't look like it carried the wall by that much. And that'll be it for Reese.
8-1 Nebraska in the fifth. Coach Heller's out of the dugout. We'll have a pitching change. We'll take a pitching change break. We're back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Let's be honest, we all like to be noticed. Picture yourself striding into Kinnick Stadium, radiating both style and comfort, while fellow Hawkeye fans can't help but ask, where'd you get that shirt? With pride, you point to the big screen and reply, it's Authentic Brand. Discover the remarkable difference that apparel with the Authentic Brand label brings. Ask for it by name at your favorite boutique, spirit shop, or retailer, or shop online at authentic-brand.com. It's time for a change in your style. It's time for Authentic Brand.
Tickets are on sale now for the Hy-Vee IndyCar Race Weekend Concert Series. Saturday, July 13th, see Luke Combs and Eric Church. And Sunday, July 14th, see Post Malone and Kelsey Ballerini live in concert. One ticket per day gets you into a race and 2 concerts. Tickets on sale now at HyVeeIndyCarWeekend.com.
Iowa makes a call to the bullpen in the bottom of the fifth. 8-1 Nebraska. Elliot Cadeau-Lanoux, the left-handed freshman from Canada, will come into the game.
3-1 on the season with 12 appearances and 4 starts. He's thrown 13 innings, 13 hits, 14 runs have all been earned, 12 walks, 13 strikeouts. Opponent's hitting ECL at a .260 batting average. Fastball is going to get up there. It'll be 90 plus or minus, probably a little bit more plus, and then he'll throw another variety of frisbees up there. He even throws some slower frisbees that'll be in the 60s. So good variance on the speed. Kind of trying to find himself. Early in the year he was really confident in attacking, even when teams got him a little bit. And he's had a little bit more struggle recently, where teams have got him a little bit, and then he's gotten a little gun shy about it. So just like to see him get back to the comfortable attacking the zone piece of it, and kind of let the chips fall where they may after that.
Yeah, keep developing, keep chipping away and improving. Elliott will be a key piece of the staff moving forward. Unfortunately, we blinked and all of a sudden it's 8-1. It feels like not too long ago Ben Wilmus gave us the lead with the home run, but 8 unanswered for Nebraska, and they're up 8-1 in the fifth. Dylan Carey in the box with the bases empty and 1 out. Elliott fires outside for ball 1. .1-0 is fouled in the box by Carey. He's 0 for 1 today. Had a sac bunt his last time up.
Am I mistaken, or is it getting cooler here now too?
It is getting cooler, yes.
The next weather issue part. Holy cow, Michigan State scored 6 in the top of the 4th to make it 11-8.
2-1 to Carey now. That's a roller coaster of a game.
Yeah, so they're top of the 5th now, 11-8. Michigan State over Ohio State.
2-1 from Cadeau-Lanoux. Ripped to left, but foul.
That's an impossible angle to hit a ball at. I mean, he just hit a towering drive, 111 off the bat, but he basically hit it over his own dugout.
I don't know how you do that.
Well, because it was going to hit him.
2-2. Foul tip caught by Reese Moore. That's a strikeout for Elliot Cadeau-Lanoux. 2 down.
Good variety of pitches there. Elliott throws 91, 6 inches inside that nearly killed the guy, and he hits it over the stadium. Then he throws 81, 2-3 balls outside, and gets the strikeout.
Get that Illinois-Maryland game get started yet, or
5-3 Maryland over Illinois. But at this point, you're probably, with what's going on now, you probably want Illinois to win and just keep taking teams that Iowa's competing with for the 6, 7, 8 spot in the conference tournament down a peg.
Yeah.
So you got Minnesota and Penn State that both have 9 losses, so you don't really care. One of them's going to come out with 10. Purdue's on top 5-3 over Northwestern. Michigan's out of conference. Indiana's trying to eliminate Rutgers. Indiana's up 6-4 there. Michigan State and Ohio State both have 7 losses, so
just don't want to sweep in that one, right?
Right, you kind of like those teams to start sharing wins at some point. And Maryland with 10 losses, you'd kind of like to see, I guess now Illinois beat them and go ahead and eliminate them.
3 balls and no strikes to Overbeek with 2 outs. There's a strike, 3-1.
Because barring something wildly strange here, Iowa will fall to 9-8 in conference. There's still 12 outs, but see if we get all 12 outs in.
Yeah, way the skies are looking. Outside ball 4, Overbeek walks. That'll bring up Rhett Stokes.
It's hard not to like a guy that walks up to Bon Jovi.
That's not bad. That's all right. Song will be stuck in my head all day, though, John.
You could have far worse earworms than this.
That's true. Stokes takes a strike on the outer edge from Elliott.
You could do a whole ton worse than Bon Jovi as an earworm.
I've got a few in my mind already. You're right.
I'm a random tune hummer singer, maker upper as I go along, and drives my wife crazy. Because a lot of times it'll be, where did you get that from? It's like, well, there's like 6 degrees of separation, but if you kind of follow the links in the chain, you can get there.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah. And then I end up apologizing.
Swing and a miss by Stokes, 1-2.
Yeah, rain. AccuWeather has rain heavy at times starting in 9 minutes. Let's hope that part's not accurate.
For once, I might agree with AccuWeather. Here's the 1-2. Fouled back to the pad. Kadu Lanu on the rubber, looking to strike out Stokes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Elliott. Runner takes off for second. Pitch is outside. Throw to second is offline. Overbeek had probably stolen the base anyway. I don't know that a perfect throw would have even gotten him. He had a really nice jump.
Yeah, Gable couldn't snap the tag down. It was kind of interesting because he hadn't had a good read on Elliott at all, and he'd been going almost back to the bag, standing on it, and that when he kind of either just decided I'm going no matter what.
2-2. Blooped into shallow center. Mitchell going back. Peterson coming forward. It's Gable Mitchell who makes the catch over the shoulder for the 3rd out. Nebraska delivers a blow. They score 4 runs. 8-1 Huskers. We've got the 6th coming up. We're back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And built Ford tough trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by Molly's Cupcakes in downtown Iowa City for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes is a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Iowa trails Nebraska 8-1 as we get to the 6th. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Iowa Hawkeye baseball. Raider Tello will lead off the Iowa 6th. 8-1 Huskers. Hasn't been Iowa's day so far. Garrett Anglem is into the game for Nebraska defensively. He'll play right. McConaughey continues to pitch for the Huskers. There's strike one to Raider. Tello walked in the first, grounded out in the third. 0-1. On the ground is short this time. And Raider is out number one.
Yeah, decent contact, but Iowa just again in that mode of not elevating anything, just everything's on the ground. We've unfortunately seen a couple of these days.
Ground ball heavy today. Here's Davis Kopp.
God, and then if you're going to give him that pitch, you got no chance.
Yeah, watches pitch go by for a called strike. Here's the 0-1. Similar spot, a little further outside, and it's a ball. One to Davis. Hit in the air to right, but foul. Hawks haven't been able to straighten many out, with the exception of Ben Wilmus's home run to right.
No, as we've seen, Nebraska's hit a couple home runs to right by kind of staying on it and driving it that way, and Iowa just hasn't had any luck going that direction.
Kopp got a piece of the 1-2 and stayed alive.
Weather Channel says thunderstorms possible around 3:30. So they're giving us an extra half an hour or so.
1-2 to Davis. Popped up, straight back, over towards us and to the right.
Oh, man, you got to make that catch. They had a chance.
Kopp battling hard here for the Hawkeyes in the 6th. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball right side, through into right field. Kopp has a 2-strike single in the 6th.
Good piece of hitting there. Slider outside. Davis didn't do anything with it other than poke it through the big hole they were giving him. And so, again, that's kind of the success some of the Nebraska hitters have had. They've elevated and hit it a little harder.
Right.
But it's still the same concept.
See if Reese can run into one. This seems like a really, hitter-friendly park for Reese, but has not been able to pull much to right. Fastball for strike one.
Just watched him hit him at batting practice, and he was busting it out into that concourse out there, so certainly within his realm.
He's familiar. 0-1 to Moore in the dirt.
Yeah, unless that little storm cell, though, blossoms, it's not a very big thing.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's good or bad. It just means we'll have to take a break.
1-1 to Reese is low and in, ball 2. It's directly south of here, but with a northeast track. So you just don't want to get clipped by it. We'd love to watch it go by in front of us, John, as it passes.
Hits Memorial Stadium and leaves us alone.
That's all fine.
Hits our hotel over there.
2-1 to Moore. Off the end of the bat, foul left side, 2-2.
Boy, that's the 91-mile-an-hour fastball, but it's 4 balls outside. Just Hawkeye hitters aren't really identifying that, unless he thought that was slider and was going to come back into him.
2-2. Fisted foul, same spot over to the third base dugout.
And we are done.
Yeah, we see an event management personnel come onto the field.
30 minutes.
Looks like there's lightning in the area. Wait for the official word, but all the players are coming off the field and the fans are headed up the aisles. The Hawkeyes head to their dugout. Ooh, wind really picking up.
He just motioned up here to start the clock. So my guess is we just started a 30-minute.
Have your attention, please. Due to the lightning in the area, we are in a delay. We are asking all guests to leave their seats. Please proceed to the concourse in an orderly fashion as directed by event staff.
All right, so a lightning delay at Haymarket Park in Lincoln. It'll be a 30-minute delay. Current time is 3 o'clock Central. Let's come back. Let's come back at 3:20. How does that sound?
25.
Let's come back at 3:25. We'll take a weather delay break. We'll come back at 3:25 with Nebraska leading Iowa 8-1 in the 6th. Weather delay in Lincoln. Back in just a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball. Back to Hawks Field at Haymarket Park in Lincoln, Nebraska. Still in a lightning delay in the 6th inning with Nebraska leading Iowa 8-1. The tarp is on the field at the ballpark. It has not quite started to rain yet, and I just don't suspect that there will be baseball played anytime soon here, so we'll stay in this delay. The Hawkeyes are down the left field line near their clubhouse, or near a shelter down the left field line. They've evacuated their dugout. Nebraska players are doing the same. They're talking with some fans in the stands, but other than that, there's nothing really that we're seeing that would lead us to believe that baseball will be played anytime soon, especially with the fact that it hasn't even started raining yet. So I think that really changes things when the rain starts to fall here in Lincoln. So we'll stay in this weather delay. We'll come back at 3:45 for another update on the weather situation from Lincoln. But for now, Nebraska leads at 8-1 in the 6th. We'll talk to you at 3:45 on the Hawkeye Radio Network. All right, an update from Hawks Field in Lincoln. Still in a weather delay as the rain really starts to come down now. Just saw a lightning strike a few seconds ago. We're in the sixth inning. Nebraska leads Iowa 8-1. Again, pretty much the same story as before. Don't really see baseball being played anytime soon. So we'll step aside. We'll come back at 4:30 with an update, and we may possibly break in before that with a more urgent update. But for now, we'll check back in at 4:30. As the weather delay continues in Lincoln. Nebraska leads at 8-1. We're back. We'll talk to you at 4:30. This is Iowa Hawkeye Baseball. All right, we have an update from Lincoln, Nebraska. Today's game will be suspended and continued beginning at 11 a.m. tomorrow. So we'll pause today's game at 8-1 in the 6th with Nebraska out in front. We'll resume the game tomorrow at 11 a.m. John and I will come on the air just minutes before that, about 10 minutes or so before first pitch or resumption of the game tomorrow at 11. And then we'll play the final game of the series after that, whenever that takes place. We'll dodge some more rain, I suppose, tomorrow too, won't we?
You're an optimistic dude to think we're going to get 13-plus innings in tomorrow, but let's go.
All right, 8-1 right now. Nebraska players come out onto the field and they dive on the turf and have some fun with it because their day is done. Our day is done. The Hawks' day is done for now. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. to resume today's game that is now suspended at 8-1 Nebraska in the 6th. All right, that'll do it for our coverage of Iowa Hawkeye baseball today. We will talk to you tomorrow morning. So long, everybody.
Hawkeye Baseball has been brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with the new Hy-Vee Perks membership. University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. Oak Knoll Retirement Community. Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Also brought to you by Mediacom, home of extreme and 1 gig internet speeds. Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited, the official travel partner of the Hawkeyes. And by Bud & Mary's. There's no THC cap on Iowa medical cannabis, and getting a card is fast and easy online. Get your medical card today. Visit budmary.com. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.